Okay, real talk. We're all aging, gravity's doing its thing, collagen is going on vacation, and our skin is basically saying, good luck. But what if I told you that you could invite collagen back to the party without the needles? Enter the Nebulyft N1. This device right here is like the Lamborghini of radio frequency devices. Now, I do have the Nebulyft R2, which I've used in other videos. I have upgraded to the N1 because, I saw it. I wanted it, I got it. Now, obviously, if you go back through my channel, you will see I have used a bunch of radio frequency devices ranging from the super budget, like $20 devices, all the way up to the professional in-clinic, sort of like $2,000 to $3,000 devices. Obviously, I work within an industry where I have access to a lot of pro-grade devices, as well as being able to sample and try these home use ones. And I always love it when I come face to face with something that works better than you expected. This delivers. Okay, so why exactly do I stan my Nebulyft N1? Because of one main reason, and that is that I know full well that this device is not eating away at my facial fat pads. So if you're ready to learn how this could be your new secret weapon in your anti-aging routine, then stick around. And if you're not, see you later. Alright, let's get into the science of how radio frequency actually works. If you can understand that, then you'll understand how a device can help. And if you're going to understand how a device can help, you'll know how to combine them. If you know how to combine them, you can build the best routine for yourself. So if you're there wondering, okay, how does this little device warm up my skin without cooking it? Great question, my friend. It basically all comes down to a process called dielectric heating. And here's the breakdown on that. When you press the Nebulyft N1 to your skin, it generates an alternating electric field. And this field gets all of those water molecules within the skin oscillating. Think of them like tiny little Britney Spears enthusiastically spinning around at 100 miles an hour. As they start spinning and vibrating, what they're doing is that they are going to be generating friction, and friction equals heat. And this heat then penetrates into extremely precise layers of the dermis, specifically the layer where all of the collagen and elastin is hanging out. Now, by keeping the temperature to approximately 42 degrees Celsius, that's 107.6 Fahrenheit for my Fahrenheit friends, the device kickstarts a little collagen boot camp. Now, the heat from this device stimulates fibroblast cells, which are essentially the cells responsible for making fresh collagen and elastin. Two proteins that are going to keep your skin looking really nice and firm and tight. And this is pure gold as we age, since collagen production naturally slows as we get older and over time, which in turn makes your skin less elastic and more prone to sagging. And with consistent radiofrequency treatments, what you're basically doing is training your skin to produce more of that good stuff, which is going to give you a firmer, more youthful appearance. And here's an added bonus. Unlike some radiofrequency sessions and devices that can really mess with those facial fat pads, which we want to keep, the Nebulyft N1 is designed for safe daily use, and it's really not going to impact on them. It works effectively without the risk of facial fat or any skin damage. So you kind of get to enjoy all of the benefits of increased collagen production with little to no downsides. Haha! The Nebulyft is more than just a pretty face in the world of radio frequency skin tightening devices. It's actually got some pretty serious tech under the hood, starting with its 384 titanium gold micro radio frequency electrodes. And these little electrodes essentially create a grid of micro heating zones on your skin, evenly distributing that heat rather than focusing it on one spot. In essence, it is basically like a matrix of hotspots, covering a really large surface area, meaning that treatments are not only super fast, but also you're eliminating those hotspots that I just mentioned, which essentially could penetrate deeper down and get into the fat pads. Ouch. Not good. This device has also got a 4-channel temperature monitoring system built into it, which in my opinion is essential when you are using radio frequency or any heat generating treatment. And it's this feature that keeps the skin at that optimal 42 degrees Celsius, 107.6 degrees Fahrenheit. And this really is important when it comes to the facial fat safety. See, exceeding 45 degrees Celsius can actually cause apoptosis. Now, apoptosis is basically programmed fat fat cell death. And when you know that the superficial fat pads on the face vary in depth from as shallow as 2mm down to 8mm or more, it's so crucial to stay under that 45 degrees Celsius and within the correct temperature range to prevent any unwanted fat loss. So knowing that this has got that inbuilt real-time skin temperature monitoring and that it's going to hold it at that 42 degrees Celsius, you can confidently use this knowing that the risk's pretty much zero. And because everyone's skin is different, the device comes with 3 adjustable intensity levels. And the best way to start with this is to start low and build it up as you kind of adjust and get used to it, making it perfect for all skin types and sensitivity levels. So whether you're a seasoned radio frequency user like me, or you're new to the whole world of radio frequency, this device delivers. Okay, so if you're wondering how to use the Nebulyft N1 radio frequency device, it's pretty straightforward. As long as you can handle an on-off button and a dab of gel here and there, you are golden. And then just follow along with each step in the instruction, and your skin is going to be on point in no time at all. Okay, so with this device, as with any radio frequency, HIFU, microcurrent treatment, anything like that, you want to make sure that your skin is nice and clean, free of makeup, free of sunscreen, free of oil. Next, you're going to want to apply some of the Nebulyft Botanical Soothing Gel to the electrodes on the radio frequency device panel. Basically, this acts as a conductive medium, and it's really going to help the device slide with ease. Next, I'm going to turn the device on. I'm going to choose my energy level. I'm going maximum frequency because I'm a seasoned pro. But if you are just starting out with this device or you do have super sensitive skin, start out on the lowest energy level and just build it up and take each treatment as it comes. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply the device to my skin, slow circular motion. And I'm just going to keep doing this back and forth on my skin. It takes around about 2 minutes for each zone, so 2 minutes for each cheek, 2 minutes for under the jawline, a little bit on the forehead if I want. It's going to beep once I've reached that 2 minutes and it's time to move on. The heat generated from this is so comfortable, it's super relaxing. It feels really warm when you're moving it, but if I stop and hold it in place, I'll give an example of the inbuilt safety features. On my other radio frequency devices, this will be burning the crap out of my face. This one is holding the temperature, it's not going up, it's not going down, it's maintaining. Like I said, I can use this safely over my cheek, over the superficial fat pad in the cheek. It's not going to be eating into that. We've just had the beep, which means I'm safe to switch to the other side. I've got plenty of gel on here still. A little bit more gel. Now you can connect this to the app as well, which I will show you in a little while. Okay. Forehead, because this is where I get my 11s and I just kind of want to have a little bit of attention done to them. Going to angle this onto the brow bone, upper eyelid area beneath the arch of the brow but still on the bone. By focusing on this area here, what you're able to do is kind of boost that collagen in the skin, get a little bit of contraction going, which in turn is going to help to eliminate any severe hooding, elevate the upper lids a little bit and just make them look really fresh and youthful. Finish this off for the last bit, so I do a 10-minute treatment. Is the under jaw area and just underneath here. Completely safe to use it on the neck. If you're using radio frequency on the neck, of course, make sure that you are avoiding the center line where the thyroid is, where the larynx is. Thyroid, as I always mention, is a hormone production center. If you go interrupting with that, then you can kind of create a whole host of problems within the body. So just better to avoid it. Once you're done, all you're going to do is you're just going to blot off any excess gel just from your skin. Give the device a nice wipe down, throw it on its charging pad, and then it will be ready for you next time you want to use it. Now, I find that a full charge will normally give me around about 5 or 6 full face treatments with this. The enclosed lithium battery also means that it is absolutely perfect for traveling with. This comes with me whenever I fly, it comes with me whenever I'm going on a road trip. Yeah, I'm that extra. Now, immediately after you finished with your Nebulyft N1 treatment, what you can do is you can apply all of your serums, your actives, everything like that. The warmth that the radio frequency generates within the skin, it does come up to the superficial layers as well. What this does is obviously warmth causes things to expand. There's a little bit more of an opening in the cells, which means that products are going to absorb a little bit better. So this is the perfect time to get those hyaluronic acids on, to get that tranexamic acid on, get those peptides layered on, and just take full advantage of every aspect of this treatment. Now, after each treatment, you might notice that your skin is looking a little bit brighter, feels smoother, and has a little bit of pinkness to it. Now, this is down to the increased blood flow from the radio frequency, completely normal. And that pinkness is going to subside after a couple of hours at most. But the main thing here is to remember that while you're going to see these instant results, the real magic from radio frequency is cumulative and it builds up with each treatment. Collagen doesn't appear just like that. Once stimulated, it takes around about 6 weeks for collagen production to start becoming noticeable. At around about 12 weeks, we are entering peak performance time, which is why, as I make clear with any of the treatments that I showcase or test or try on my channel, results just get better and better with consistency. So yeah, for best results, stick with a regular schedule. Now, with the Nebulyft N1, it is safe for daily use, especially when you're first starting out. And I don't say this with many radio frequency devices because I am super aware that a lot of them don't come with inbuilt safety mechanisms that are going to keep that temperature below the risk of apoptosis. This keeps that temperature down below that whilst remaining in that kind of golden zone where collagen stimulation is occurring. But when first starting out, or if you feel like you've got a lot of work to do on your skin, it is safe to use every single day until you start getting the results that you're kind of happy with. Once you start seeing results coming in, what I would personally do, and what I do personally do, is I would drop back to twice a week, 3 times at a max, just to maintain what you've achieved. This is going to give you a little more free time to focus on other aspects of your skincare routine or life. But yeah, by doing these 2 to 3 treatments a week, basically what you're doing is you are going to be preserving that collagen and elastin that you've worked so hard to build, keeping your skin firm and smooth in the long term. Also, super important, be sure to take care of your skin from within. That means eating a healthy and balanced diet, throw in a collagen supplement drink daily, keep on top of hydration levels with lots of the good old H2O, and of course, most importantly, sunscreen. So before I wrap things up, let's cover a couple of the most commonly asked questions that I get on my channel about radio frequency, about the Nebulyft devices, and about the treatment in general. Okay, so how soon can you expect to see results? While everyone's skin clearly is unique, most people should expect to see an instant boost after the very first use. And this is going to be focusing mainly on hydration, on glow, stuff like that. For deeper results, like taking care of fine lines and wrinkles, sagging skin, crepiness, you can kind of expect to start seeing those first results start coming in at around about 5 or 6 weeks. And this is 5 or 6 weeks of consistent use, not using it once, putting it in the drawer, coming back to it next week, using it once, putting it in the drawer. Remember, radio frequency builds collagen over time. It's not instant. So kind of think of it as a steady improvement. Slow and steady wins the race. Next, are the Nebulyft radio frequency devices safe for people with sensitive skin? Now, as someone with sensitive skin who does have rosacea, I do now have my rosacea under control, but I have it nonetheless. The adjustable energy levels and inbuilt temperature monitoring system in this means that it's gentle enough for sensitive skin, but also for those looking for something a little bit stronger. Basically, just do like I done. Start on the lowest setting when you're first starting out with radio frequency and just build it up from there, and you will find your own level that just works perfectly for you. So can you use radio frequency devices like the Nebulyft with your usual skincare products? And the fast answer to that is yes. Basically, radio frequency can actually help boost the absorption of skincare products on a topical level. Now, you want to apply them after radio frequency and not before, because the heat generated from radio frequency could cause the breakdown of some of the actives. It could cause irritation. But by applying these actives and these serums and these moisturizers after you've done a radio frequency treatment can actually help to amplify their benefits. You guys who know me know that I do have access to a lot of radio frequency devices, and over the last 4 years I have showcased, trialed and tested literally so many of them. And a device has got to be something pretty special to make it into my absolute must-have ride or die devices. And the reason for that is that the Nebulyft N1 lets you get serious about your skincare, about boosting those collagen levels, about hydration, without getting too serious. You're basically just a few minutes a day away from waking up your collagen production system, keeping that skin firm, smooth, and your face looking a little bit smug. Ultimately, for a device to make it into that list, it has to deliver visibly, not just I think it's doing something. It has to literally be something I can personally see, something I can measure. This one, like I said, is the Ferrari of home use radio frequency devices. It is such a special device, and the beauty of the inbuilt safety features with the temperature control and things like that just makes it so invaluable to not just me, but so many people's routines. Now, obviously, being a premium radio frequency device means that it does come with a premium price tag, and I know that that is not in everyone's reach, which is why I do showcase other radio frequency devices on my channel. Obviously, I'm trying to kind of make sure I'm catering to as many budgets, lifestyles, and skin types as possible. But with Black Friday just around the corner, you can literally save yourself a small fortune on this one, meaning that there's never been a better time to add it to your routine. So I guess that's about it for this video. But if you've got any questions about Nebulyft, about the different devices, about radio frequency as a treatment, or anything else that I do across my channel, feel free to ask away. I do try to answer as many of you guys as I can. If your question doesn't get an answer, it means that I probably already answered it somewhere down in the comments multiple times, and my brain is now short-circuiting and is kind of eh. But yeah, I hope that your day ahead of you is as amazing as you are, and that you have the best week yet. And I really look forward to seeing you in my next video. So until then, TJ over and out.